Hello guys, welcome back to Chris Poly channel. This video I want to share about Global Lab update for 11 April 2025 maintenance update. But be noticed, all content on this Global Lab video was recorded on Global Lab server, so this is all content that will update on our live server in future, and mostly all this update will implement on Korea live server next week maintenance update, and following outside Korea server if they already feel this content already ready to release outside Korea server globally. Okay, to enjoy watch my video, make sure you turn on this video subtitle, and also you can use timestamp that I already provide to go to target topic that you want. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on bell notification to get any update and guide on Black Desert World. Okay, let's start this video content using any feature that I provide. Okay, this is official website for Global Lab update at 11 April 2025. First feature update that they just announced is about class balancing. On this week Global Lab update, there are some class that got balancing either buff and nerf. First for Wosa class, Wosa main skill and succession just got some buff, either reducing these two skill cooldown to become more faster compared than before. And there are 13 skill for Wosa main skill and succession that got buff its PvE damage following on this table, but PvP damage still nearly same as before. And then for Wosa Awakening, some of her skill got some balancing, either increasing cooldown for this skill from 3 seconds to become 5 seconds, but any other buff got improvement, either increasing amount for health recovery when successful hit, reducing many skill cooldown following on this list. And more detail about this skill change, you can check on this video description for this translated website. And special for this skill, either they reducing skill cooldown for this skill, perhaps also improving this skill to become more faster to release its Lotus Bomb, that you can see delay for this Lotus Bomb from this skill to become released more faster after this skill animation is finished. So there are almost no delay anymore for this Lotus Bomb to appear after you casting this skill. And for Wosa Awakening, there are 12 skill that got PvE damage buff following on this table before and after this change, but PvP damage still nearly same as before. Okay, the next class that got buff is Megu class. Megu main skill and succession also got PvE damage buff, and there are 12 skill for Megu class that got PvE damage buff following on this table. And then for Megu Awakening, these two skill also got some improvement, either reducing its skill cooldown and also improving combo with another skill to become have more smooth animation. And for Megu Awakening skill, there are some PvE damage buff, and there are 17 skill that got PvE damage buff following on this table for Megu Awakening skill. But once again, PvP damage still nearly same as before. Okay, next class for Ninja and Kunoichi class. Especially for this skill, they just reducing skill cooldown for this skill from 10 seconds to become 7 seconds only. Meanwhile, for Kunoichi class only, there are also some buff for Kunoichi that perhaps just change some mechanic for Kunoichi skill, especially to trigger any skill that related with ninjutsu on her succession skill, so you can make combo more easy when playing Kunoichi succession. And this is any detail change for Kunoichi main skill and succession. And I think more detailed information for all these skill change you can check on this video description for its translated website. And then the next class that got balancing is Dark Knight class. For Dark Knight main skill and succession, there are some improvement for her skill following on this list, but this is balancing because there are some buff and nerf for their skill, either increasing and decreasing skill cooldown. And then for Dark Knight main skill and succession, there are some PvE damage buff, and there are 10 skill for Dark Knight main skill and succession that got PvE damage buff following on this table, but PvP damage still nearly same as before. And then for Dark Knight Awakening skill, there are 2 skill that change its skill cooldown, either reducing skill cooldown and also increasing skill cooldown. But there are 7 Awakening skill for Dark Knight class that got PvE nerf, that got PvE damage nerf following on this table, but PvP damage still nearly same as before. Okay, the next class that got balancing is Dead Eye class. Sadly, Dead Eye class got big nerf On this week Global Lab update, either they increasing firing speed for this skill, but damage amplification for this skill just got reduced from 150 to become 100% only. And for that I main skill, there are 7 skills that got PvE damage nerf following on this table list. But I think PvP damage still nearly same as before. And next class that got big nerf is Warrior class, especially for Warrior Awakening. There are 10 skills that got PvE damage nerf following on this table, but PvP damage still nearly same as before. And then another big nerf come for Archer class, especially for Archer main skill. And there are 11 skills for Archer main skill that got PvE damage nerf, but PvP damage still nearly same as before. And the next class that got PvE nerf also come for Wizard class, especially for Wizard Awakening. There are 11 Wizard Awakening skill that got PvE damage nerf following on this table, but PvP damage still nearly same as before. And for some class modification and change following on this list, I think this is not too a big deal. This is just fix some issue for their skill without any significant change. And then future update about item improvement. In future they will improve some crafting item description from Land of the Morning Light region following on this table before and after this change. And then they also just change some text notification and cheering animation when your character getting some accessory loot from any monster zone, that they just remove global announcement text when your character getting any accessory from any monster zone. And then they also just removing cheering animation when you getting any item on this list. And then for any other item, they just add cheering animation when you getting any item on this list. And then Prebis just rearrange cheering animation level following on this screen, either cheering level 1, cheering level 2, and cheering level 3 when you get high value item on your character. Okay, the next future update is about expansion for solo Black Shrine content, especially for Calamity level 8, 9, and 10. And in future, you can defeat Golden Picking with Calamity level 8, 9, and 10, not only Sangun Black Shrine boss. And requirement to unlock this Golden Picking Calamity level 8, 9, and 10, you need to defeat Golden Picking with previous Calamity level. And this is requirement EP for defeating Golden Picking Calamity level 8 that require 330 EP or more, and level 9 and 10 requirement EP is 350 EP or more. And this is any rewards that you can get from Golden Picking Calamity level 8, for example for rank 1 until rank 9, either guarantee and by chance. And this is table list loot rewards when you defeating Golden Picking Calamity level 9. And the last rewards for Calamity level 10, I think all these rewards is nearly same as Sangun version. Okay, the next feature update is about user interface, especially for Fish Guide user interface. If you successful catch fish and breaking your previous record, there are some notification user interface that indicate this moment, so you can know if you got better record from previous one. And if you click this notification, this window will appear that will show you detailed information about this new fish size that you catch previously. And then some improvement for this fish guide, especially for any fish that you haven't catch previously, they just make this fish icon to become more vivid compared than before, so you can more easy to distinguish between fish that you already catch or not from this fish guide menu. And Prebis just add more knowledge image for any fish that available on Black Desert, so when you getting any knowledge from this fish, those specific fish icon will appear on your screen. And then some quality of life for storage and central market warehouse. In future, if you already finish Magnus questline, you can sell any item that available to sell to any NPC from any storage city. So to sell any item that available to sell to any NPC vendor, you didn't need to move those items anymore to your current city storage. And you can sell it directly from the city storage to get some silver. And then the same thing for remote central market warehouse. After this update, you can access remote central market warehouse and place any item from central market warehouse to any city storage without need to go to specific NPC on those city. So you can do management item from one city to another city from any storage keeper NPC on Black Desert, but take notice both of these feature only available if you already finished Magnus Questline previously. So if you haven't finished Magnus Questline, at least you finish it one time per account to unlock all this feature that I got you how to finish this Magnus Questline on this special playlist that you can find this playlist link on this video description. And for any other minor fix and change, I think all of this not too a big deal. Okay, that's all any future update that Prebis already announced officially on last Global Lab update at 11 April 2025. And special thanks to all my membership for direct support via Patreon, Karya Karsa, and YouTube membership. And also my current member, Dubiadut, Doki, Snot, Soren, Afrilka, Elfamilia, Zenkyun, Spacebar Jazz as Gold member. And also for all my silver and bronze member, thank you so much for all your direct support. This will make Chris Poly channel running and growing more faster. If you want to support me directly, I will very grateful. And as special thanks, I will put your name on my video depend on your support level. And be noticed at some level there are have some limit, so make sure you didn't get run out for this limited space. And I will put your name on every subsequent video that I release for the duration of your support. And if you want to join my membership to support me directly, you can go to any platform for Patreon, Karya Karsa, and YouTube membership. I already put link for this membership on this video description, or you can check on top right of this video. I already put card for Patreon link. If you like this video, you can like and subscribe to my channel for another guide and update. Thank you for watching. See you next time.